What is good, everyone? It is Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. I'm over here in Germany right now, but have to bring you this super exciting news before I head back over to Australia and produce the normal video. So, guys, we just had the biggest update of basically Geoguessr history, or at least while I've been playing the game, this is the biggest ever update to the Google Maps coverage. So, we have the first new country since 2020 when Dominican Republic got added. We now have some Rwanda coverage in the capital city. It's only a little bit so far, but hopefully they'll update it and it will be much more of the country. In fact, it seems that way. We probably will get much more coverage in Rwanda, but suffice to say, we have new coverage. I'll show you that in just a moment, but that is the new country that we have. But that's not all, because they're calling this the Great African Update. We have Senegal, Nigeria, and Kenya getting basically double the coverage, all in new Generation 4 camera. So it's super exciting. The southern part of Senegal, which used to be not possible to get, is now accessible. Also, all the way over to the Mali border here as well. Then in Nigeria, we have this whole northern region, which used to be completely empty. And also, we have more cities covered down in the south as well. And then over in Kenya, it's the same kind of deal where we have this northern coverage that stretches all the way up, which definitely did not used to be the case. And then also, the southern part of the country has gotten all this new coverage like this. You can see these dots mean that there's going to be roads here covered as well. It's just loading in still. So we've still got more to come, and it's super exciting. And this is really, really good. It's a good omen of what's to come, because apparently we're also going to get Qatar at some point. These lines are unofficial, but there will be official coverage in Qatar and also Cyprus as well, and then hopefully some other countries as well after that. But it's been a real dry spell, and we're finally coming out of it, which is super exciting. And so here is the map. This is my first ever impression. I've seen screenshots, but apart from that, I say let's get into it here and see how we're going to go. We'll play no moving, of course, as is my typical style, and let's see what we're actually seeing on this update. Okay, so first round here, I mean, just looking at this view, pretty much has to be Senegal, so super nice to see some Generation 4 Senegal. Obviously, the dash is on the outside of the road. This pole is Senegalese, but here's the car. So this one appears to have like a flat antenna, and it's very big. So basically what they're doing these days is putting like a roof rack, and the camera's much more low on the car, which is kind of interesting. But okay, so this is Senegal. I'm wondering where. We do have some hills, which you don't normally see in Senegalese coverage, so I do kind of wonder where this one will actually be. But I'm thinking, well, I don't actually know where these hills would be, So maybe this is something more central that I haven't seen before. Let's try that. Okay, it's actually just over on the border here, so I guess that hill might have been in Malay or in Mauritania. I mean, so 4,000 points there, not a bad start. Next one here should be, I mean, just looking at this view, it's going to be somewhere in Senegal again. This one's less familiar. And look at this bollard as well. Kind of looks like a Cambodian bollard or something like that. But okay, so we got some like eucalyptus trees here as well. So this is definitely not what I'm used to seeing, honestly. So I'm wondering where this is going to be. I'm going to guess somewhere far out in in a place I haven't seen before as well. Okay, ends up being in that southern part. Yeah, so this was an unfamiliar landscape. So maybe that's a bit of a meta. Those eucalyptus trees in the south. We'll try. And another Senegal. So we've gotten three in a row so far, and this time we don't have the antenna. So it appears a different car as well. I think the last one was silver, no? So interesting. This one I want to go southern again. I feel like it has like a similar look to the last one, even if we don't have the same trees. So let me go like this direction then. Wow, super nice. Okay, so definitely going nicely here. This time we have a super wide blur. It's Generation 4. I see a green number plate here, so I know it's going to be somewhere in Nigeria. And there's the police car, obviously the same one, probably a similar car that was in the Generation 3 coverage as well. But this is good because we don't see any of the Google car. It's quite nice. Obviously it's a huge blur, but that's what happens when the camera is set up lower. But okay, I think it's going to be somewhere southern, but not too southern. Ibadan kind of makes sense here. It's Lagos or Ibadan, yeah, one of the towns near there, so that definitely makes sense. And this one we got the snorkel still on the Kenyan coverage, so we got some Kenya here. I wonder if we will get Rwanda. If we don't get any Rwandas in the next game, I'll search up the map and we'll try some Rwanda in Kigali. But okay, this one is interesting looking. A lot of palms. Should be somewhere relatively coastal for that reason. So I'm kind of wondering just around here. Mombasa region kind of makes sense. Let's try that, shall we? Yeah, yeah. Ends up being near Mombasa. Okay, so 21,000, definitely a good start. I mean, maybe a bit of an easier seed, but hey, we'll take it. And let's just go for another one here before we play some Rwanda as well. Hopefully get some Rwanda now. Okay, what is this? This should just be Senegal with this French-style pole, but I'm actually not so sure this time. It's very green, so probably in the south of the country, right? So we have the white car again. Actually less sure. I mean, we're driving right, and we have here the Senegalese flag. Okay, nice. So without looking at the town name or anything like that, I was thinking maybe even deep south here. Let's try that. Let's try that. It's quite green. Okay, ends up being on the Gambia border, so still a good result, but nothing too special. And what's this? We're driving right. Yeah, we're driving right. So this one actually might be Rwanda. Ooh, okay. I think this is Rwanda. We're driving right because this looks like Kenya, but we're driving left in Kenya. And as we take a look around here, yeah, we have the black car. So this one should be somewhere in Rwanda. Kind of exciting to see a new country, for real, for real. So here we got KG 458, 480, 584, 548. Gosh, every single bad combination before I got it. Yeah, this is what Kigali looks like. Quite hilly, quite nice actually, and it's definitely known to be like the cleanest country in Africa. You can see it. The roads are really nicely kept because of their cleaning up initiative. But okay, let's get in here. I don't think I'll go for a perfect score, but hopefully we get some more Kigali rounds so that we can just take a look here. But actually, oh, it's very 5Kable, isn't it? Because they're kind of well organized here. So let's see, we should be somewhere in this region here. It's not really my style to go for the 5K, so I'll just leave the marker here in some similarly named streets, and it ends up being over there. Okay, so a really nice result, and we're back in Kigali again. Great, we get to see some more here. This is fantastic. A big cactus here. And okay, this crossing sign, I think that's like the Kenyan one, to be honest. This bollard, apparently, I saw some people in Discord saying that might be a Rwandan bollard. So good to keep in mind. Black and white curbs definitely reminds me a bit of, well, it definitely reminds me a lot of Kenya and a little bit of Nigeria as well. But this is like a jacaranda tree, so obviously something you see normally in South Africa. Interesting. But okay, let us go over here, and there's Rwanda, of course. And if we have a town name again here, I'm sure we could actually, I mean, a street name again, I'm sure we could actually get a good score. So yeah, we are in something ending with a 7, but no. Okay, so it's actually very well signed, which is pretty cool. But okay, I don't actually know the city well, so we took a stab in the dark and got pretty close. Nice. And the next one here, ooh. Okay, this is the first challenge. This is the first challenge. I would say it's probably Senegal. But it is possible to be North Kenya. No, I think it's North Kenya. These trees feel more Kenyan to me. And we don't have a snorkel. We do have these mountains, so I think it should be Kenya, even though we don't have a snorkel. Um, so I'm wondering where to put it, actually. Maybe somewhere up here. I think there's hills around there, no? There's some. Maybe all the way up here, even. Okay, let's try up here. Let's try up here. I'm really not sure, but we'll give it a go. Ends up being much further south, but still not bad. So Kenya used to be kind of just you clicked around here and you got a lot of points. Now it's really not so easy. You have to really know your stuff to get good score in Kenya, I think. Okay, next one here I would say is probably it's actually a good question. Where to go here? I would say probably Nigeria with the concrete pole, but it could be Kigali as well. I'm really not sure what poles they use yet. So, I mean, it seems like we have a silver car, so I think I'll lock in Nigeria here. And it is Kigali. Okay. So yeah, there's the black car. Okay, on the back it kind of looks silver, but yeah, it's definitely black. Okay, we've got town street names again. So yeah, again, pretty 5Kable. So this is like a square concrete pole, so that's definitely good to know. Actually, a bit different to the one you'd find in Nigeria, I think. And yellow rear plates, obviously, that's the same as Kenya. And you will be able to use the car meta, but hopefully when the country is more, more set out and there's more coverage, then we'll actually have to learn kind of the different regions and stuff like that. But okay, let's just guess. I mean, it was 400s, wasn't it? So should be somewhere around. This actually is worth learning because it's a fairly big city. You can definitely pick up more points if you guess in the right region. So let's go there. Ends up being nice indeed. Okay, so it's 21,000 there. I think what I want to do to end off the video is just to go explore a little bit around Rwanda to observe this new coverage, and hopefully in the next video I make on the topic we can actually go for much more of a view. So let's go over here. That's going to be unofficial coverage. Okay, okay. So let me head over to here instead. This should be official. Yeah, even some dirt road coverage here, which is pretty cool if it would load. And so yeah, here we see kind of the vegetation. This must have been taken during summer, right? August 2022, yeah, that's summer. So you can definitely see it's quite dry. I imagine in the winter it would get a bit more green than this because it definitely feels quite hot. But okay, this is kind of what it's looking like. Pretty cool. Let's head up further on the hill here. But yeah, it's just super exciting, bro. It's and also just the thought that we're going to get more countries as well is just so exciting because Google has been slack with it. I guess they didn't see the economic point of doing more countries, and they just kept on going with the old ones. But very very pleased that this rumor was true, and also it is the fastest, apparently according to Mapper, is the fastest a country has ever come out after they took the images. Because sometimes images are taken and then they're only released like 3 years later or something like that. But this was a time frame of like 2 months. So yeah, super exciting. And so here we have bit of German internet moment. But yeah, look at this house. Pretty. I mean, like, no moving, panning, or zooming on right here. I mean, that looks quite African there, but apart from that, if I'm looking at this, this is very difficult, I feel, because it's actually quite a developed and nice city. So, yeah, I think I'll pretty much end off the video there, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It's huge news. It's huge news. I really can't understate that. Can't wait to get back to Australia, and I'm going to be grinding, and yeah. But in the meantime, there'll be a few more videos before I arrive back, and then I'll be streaming as well. So keep up with it all, and yeah, guys, love you, and I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Goodbye. No editing, so let me do this. Bye bye.